Chapter 6. Sometimes, when things do not turn out as expected, you have to let go. Some people are fleeting dreams, only meant to take up your time. I began to doubt whether some girls could ever be won by the heart. This second year should not be a mess, I thought, as I sat beside Jacob, who stared at the ground as if he wished it could swallow him. "Wait, you didn't tell me about your end-of-term results. How did it go?" I asked. He smiled. Maybe he had done well, I assumed. The exams had not been too difficult anyway. "I and Joan are going to West," he said. I blinked in surprise. "I didn't think the streaming by performance would go that far. Didn't you pass?" "Yeah, but it's not a big deal. Even if you're in East, we'll still keep in touch, bro," he said calmly, though sadness lingered beneath. Then his tone shifted. "Man, this thing with Joan is driving me crazy. I hate even thinking about her leaving." He paused, then added, "Can you believe she ran into Rogers at the welcoming party?" My heart tightened. "How did you find out?" "I caught them, red-handed. I stayed by the door for a while, then I saw him holding her waist. I couldn't take it, I just left." I swallowed. "Why didn't you tell me?" I asked. He said he didn't want to interrupt my time with Queen. That made me laugh bitterly. "We broke up," I told him. He stared at me, surprised. We had looked too close for that. "Why?" he asked, a hint of sarcasm in his smile. "She couldn't settle," I said. "She kept moving from one boy to another like no one was ever enough. It made me uncomfortable. I couldn't stand it." The first day of school always carried a strange boredom. Some students headed to the kitchen for what they jokingly called doof. Others stayed in their dormitories or waited at the gate for registration. The sun burned overhead as cars drove into the compound. "Soon the Senior 1 students will arrive," Jacob said as we sat under a tree. "I can't wait to see them. It reminds me of when we were new." I smiled faintly. He always had a way of lifting the mood. Monday separated us. Lessons began in new streams. This new class felt unfamiliar. Even the front seat felt worse than the back seat in West. Back then, I could see Jacob from a distance, watch Queen doze off, feel something alive. Now everything felt different. Even the backbenchers answered questions. There was no chaos, no fun. During break, I went looking for Jacob but couldn't find him. As I passed by 2 girls from West, their gossip caught my attention. It was about a new girl, bow legs, brown complexion, confidence. "That's Envy," one said. "Just accept she has a perfect shape." "Come on, we all have shapes, look at mine," the other joked. They laughed. "Now I understand why every boy is after her," one added. That was enough. Evening prep gathered us all again. Some dreaded another year at Midland. Others thrived in their circles of gossip. And then there were those like me, still trying to figure things out. I opened my book. Damn it, not history again. I switched to geography, trying to focus. Then Jacob appeared, almost bursting with excitement. "She wants to meet you," he whispered. "Who?" "Come on, you know who." The new girl. He explained how she had rejected many boys, but thought I might stand a chance. I hesitated. I didn't like the idea of being introduced. It felt amateur, but still I went. She sat alone in a corner, writing. As I approached, she quickly hid her notebook. "Don't want anyone seeing what's inside," I teased. "You must be Ronix," she said, smiling instead. Confident, calm. "I'm Sarah." Something about her presence filled me with confidence. "You're on the right track," I said. She smiled. "Good. By the way, today is my birthday." I instinctively reached for some money, realizing how costly beginnings could be. "Let's just be friends," she said. That made her even harder to read.